Hey y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today? We're changing up gears a little bit today. I did I did get up this morning and do my meditation and my yoga, and I'm gonna tell you what I did. Um, but I kind of wanted to go over my Misfit Market box that came in today and tell you the things I've learned as far as some of the new stuff I get that I've never had. And um I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool service. So if I could get it out there to let people know about it, and maybe they'll do it too. I don't know. So I'm let me see, let's start from the top here. Okay. So the meditation I did today was called Calming Anxieties Guided Meditation. And then the yoga was the home series, day 12, title being Nurture, 30 Days of Yoga with Adriene. I also would like to give a shout out to Stevie Moon, the health curator. I found her on TikTok, but I follow her all over the place. So like I said, I found her on TikTok. Then I started watching her videos on YouTube. Then I found her on Instagram, and just recently switched from um, the streaming service I was using for music, and now I can listen to her podcast too. So that's pretty cool. She's been very influential in my life. I honestly kind of believe that my my dad guided me to her. There's kind of like a I don't know. I guess some people could mark it as a coincidence, but it it like resonates with me. So I feel like it was my dad pushing, you know? Um, and I just don't care anymore if people think that sounds crazy. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What matters is what I know and what I think and how I feel, how it makes me feel. So, um, if you haven't, and you don't know who I'm talking about, check out Stevie Moon. She's really awesome. She's actually really fond of Rachel Hollis, and I am getting her book, Girl Wash Your Face, and I'm gonna check it out, and uh, we'll see where that takes me. So, as I said, I get a bi-weekly delivery of vegetables from a company called Misfits Market. And what it is just like, it's basically like vegetables that uh aren't perfect, right? So they won't sell them on the grocery store shelves, you know? Uh so I'm okay with that. And you know what? It's getting me outside of my comfort zone and trying things, learning to cook with them, and they're not as bad as I kind of like anticipated. Like this is my second box I got. And I started out with the every 2 weeks to just kind of make sure I'm going to go through it all. And I feel like it's going to bump up to every week. And they have bigger boxes. I got the smallest one. It's called their Mischief box. Um So like last week, what did I got parsnip, and it was delicious. I roasted it. I mean, that's a pretty classic way to do any vegetables, right? But it was really, really, really good. Uh, so let me turn this around so you can see what we got. Can I turn it around? maybe not. That's okay. All right, so that's all right. Bring it over. I'm bringing each piece over. So first of all, I got two of these bad boys. This is a turnip. I am looking forward to this. I heard it's very um potatoy like potatoy like. I've heard people will like that follow like the keto diet that they will cut these up and roast them in the oven, and they're like a good French fry substitute. Um, Roasting is one of my favorite ways to cook vegetables. My absolute favorite way to do Brussels sprouts. Um, I had no idea that once they got like kind of dark, almost burnt looking, how much it changed the flavor and how delicious they become. All right, so that the turnip is the one thing that I don't think I've ever used before that I got this week. Excuse me. I also got a bunch of celery again, which I'm cool with because, you know, my love face doesn't like celery very much. However, I do. I don't mind it. The strings get to me a little bit, but the way I've discovered eating this and it being so delicious is as a base for tuna. So I make my tuna fish, and then instead of putting it on a sandwich or a wrap or anything, I cut up a few stalks of celery and I scoop it in there and I eat the celery and the tuna, and it's good. It's probably my favorite way to eat tuna nowadays. All right, so I got a head of iceberg lettuce. This will come in handy. I like to put, meat and dressings and stuff in there. I believe that this is just regular cabbage. It just looks more veiny, I guess, than regular cabbage. Or not, I don't mean like regular cabbage, but the cabbage that I've normally bought, like the cabbage I've used in corned beef and cabbage, you know. Set that big boy over there. So we like cabbage. We go through some cabbage. If you haven't had it, girl, try some fried cabbage with anything really. Like we usually do sausage, whether it be like kielbasa or an Italian sausage, and just cook the meat, let the grease get in the pan, and then cook your cabbage in that grease. So good. The original way that it was introduced to me was my sister-in-law, and she did it with egg noodles too, which is super delicious. I'm just trying to. It's already not a healthy dish, right? Being everything's fried. um, so cut out the noodles and just eat the cabbage and the meat, and it's good. It's good stuff. I mean, obviously you're gonna add seasoning. Um, all right. So what else do we got here? I got some sugar plum grape toe. Yeah, that water is because I washed everything in like a vinegar water, and they weren't fully dry yet. So there's my little grape tomatoes, and I just got covered in some vinegar. And then I got, this is another new one actually for me, is, can you see it? There we go. Shishito peppers. I guess they are milder than jalapenos, which will be good too for my love face. Oh my God, water. Um, Not a fan of the heat, but that's all right. I am. Got a couple oranges. These are good. Last week I got lemons, oranges, and apples. The lemons were gigantic. So we also got a few pears. I got 3 of them to be exact. Love Face will be happy for these. Really like some pears. Okay. Um, then I got a couple of zucchinis. I really like zucchini a lot. It tastes really good, pan seared with some onions. And I also got a couple of yellow squash too, which those will go really good together. And then I got a few potatoes, which is perfect. Oh, I think I didn't show you this one. This is a mango. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of just biting into mango, but I've also, well, that's not completely true because when I would have it as a kid and discovered I didn't like it, it was because it wasn't ripe enough yet. And when it gets to its full ripeness, they're they're sweet. They don't have that bitter acidity taste to it. Hey, what's up, y'all? I don't know what happened there. Apparently, we lost connection. Probably has something to do with my phone losing storage, and I'm trying to figure it out. Pretty sure they want me to get a new phone, but I'm not gonna do it. Not doing it right now. But anyway, I just wanted to hop back on and say that I love you and be sweet, baby. I'll see you tomorrow.